Developing out of London now, Scotland Yard looking into new evidence that Princess Diana's death may not have been an accident. Diana, you'll remember, and her boyfriend Dodi Al-Fayed were killed when their car crashed into a pillar in a Paris tunnel in 1997. French investigators say gross negligence by her driver was to blame. The case has remained closed for years. So is this new evidence just opening old wounds? Is it legit? Joining us now, David Caplan, an entertainment journalist who has tracked this case. Good to see you today, David.
Hey there.
All right, so tell us about this, because I understand there's a very interesting way in which this new information, these new allegations came to light.
Yeah, it came to light in a very untraditional way, almost in a sort of very sordid way. So essentially what happened is, and you're going to have to follow me here on this, the former in-laws of a British sniper wrote a letter to the British military, the Ministry of Defense, and the London Police, saying that their former son-in-law, who clearly there's a bad relationship, that he boasted actually to his former wife that he was involved with the murder and arranging of Princess Diana and Dodi Al-Fayed. So they wrote this 7-page letter to the British saying, you know, the Ministry of Defense saying, this is what happened. Now, this actually came to light a couple years ago, so now we're hearing about it again. So they're saying he was boasting about it, there was this whole conspiracy theory about it, but now, though, the Ministry of Defense, they're saying this is not a reinvestigation, and this is something for the London police to look into. And they issued a really terse statement because they don't want all these conspiracy theories to come out. But, you know, Dodi Al-Fayed's dad, though, he's been the one who's always been fond of these conspiracy theories. Absolutely. So he's saying, you know, let's take a look at this.
Yeah, and Scotland Yard says we're not formally reopening anything.
Exactly.
We are aware of the new evidence, and there are authorities who are looking at it. But you would imagine that if something like this were true, there would be a lot of people involved, not just this guy. And if he bragged to the wife, the ex-wife, if he did, then he probably talked to other people as well.
Yeah, that's interesting. And this is a 7-page written letter, these former in-laws. I mean, these are clearly in-laws you don't want to have on your side, or you don't want to divorce their daughter for them to do this. Exactly. This is something, obviously, he didn't work alone, so there are other people out there. But, you know, at the same time, even though there's a lot of sort of, you know, it's a little bit suspect that this came out, sometimes this is how these sort of big things come out, you know. And I just know, working in entertainment journalism, you know, all you need is one person to tell a random person. It could be your hairdresser, you know, someone who works with you in the street.
I tell mine everything.
Right.
So it's not safe.
So we need to get to them to find the gossip about you.
Yeah.
No, but
he knows all.
But that's how it happens sometimes. So, you know, in theory, you know, maybe he did open his big mouth and just the right person, you know, now is coming forward with information. But I feel every time we have these conspiracy theories, you know, the British government puts cold water on it.
They do, and it sounds like they're doing that this time, although there are some who are looking into it. There are going to be those who, no matter what, though, with Diana, they're never going to be satisfied with any official explanation for what happened to her, including Mr. Fayed.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, he's been a proponent of it, and he's very vocal about looking into all these allegations because he never believed that it was the driver who was drinking too much. He never believed that the blame was solely on the paparazzi, because at the same time, those are easy targets. It's easy to blame a drunk driver. It's easy to blame a paparazzi.
David, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Good to see you today.
Thanks.
We'll see where it goes. Well, up next, the clock is ticking for